everyone. Welcome to Shogunate Gaming News. Well, as the 2021 comes to an end, we are trying to bring you the voice from the key stakeholders in the gaming industry. And certainly one of them is SUZOHAPP, the gaming manufacturer and distributor of cash management hardware solutions. And today we are joined by Todd, the Vice President of Sales, Gaming and Amusement for the Americas. So welcome, Todd. Thank you for having us today.
Yeah, thanks, Juan. Good to be with you.
Right. Well, we know that you've been recently attending SBC Summit North America this month, so it would be great to have your an overall summary of your presence there, including key learnings, takeaways, and feedback.
Sure. So the decision to go to SBC, the exhibit in New Jersey, was last minute for us. We had not planned on it. We were kind of uncertain, particularly with COVID still lingering out there and what trade shows are going to be. But after our experience at G2E this year, we decided that SBC would be a good show for us to attend. And I'm really glad that we did. The attendance, and for anyone watching, I mean, I hopefully you agree, the attendance at SBC was fantastic. It brought in people and a lot of international visitors as well, which was really encouraging. Even with all of the lingering COVID cases, lots of people traveled, and it was a fantastic show. It really focused. For us, you know, we continued to show our sports betting environment, everything from the OTC or the point of sale system to our podium kiosk and our tabletop kiosk and the integrated cash redemption terminal. And I really didn't see anybody else doing that entire life cycle of sports betting. So I think we still have the only real full solution for a sports betting hardware environment for those live sports books.
Yeah, well, we've been discussing your focus on sports betting technology this year. And well, in our last interview, you mentioned that we at Shogunate reported also that you will be introducing your entire sports betting ecosystem in Las Vegas, and you call this new method that you were going to present as a bridge to a cashless environment. So it would be great to have what was the feedback in Las Vegas for this new concept, and what can we expect from this in the field moving forward and into next year?
Well, the sports betting for us, this was, you know, at G2E, that was the first time that we demonstrated our approach to the market for retail sportsbook. And you know, we had some success in sports betting, particularly in Europe, with my counterpart over there, Tim Kennedy, had been doing well in Europe. But in the U.S., it was still relatively new. When we showed it at G2E, we were optimistic, of course, that we had a good solution, but we far surpassed our expectations with the response from our customers. So we're really excited about that, as we have worked hard. We've done a lot of research, and we have a great team who's all been out looking for the solution, and we vetted a lot of different ideas and went through everything, and then you know, came out with our best foot forward, and it was the right approach. I mean, so far it's been very well received. Our bridge to cashless, maybe the actual cashless environment, there's certainly that aspect of it within our sports betting environment, and that's part of a solution. And I think that bridge to cashless is really, for us, it was far more relevant in sports betting. We had some other expectations of going outside of the sports betting, and that was received with, I'd say, lukewarm. It wasn't quite as good, but within sports betting, it's fantastic. So it allows, I mean, there's different methods and a lot of different ability and approaches to being cashless within this retail sports book. And we've got at the core of that is our cash redemption terminal that we're a distributor for a company called CountR, and we've integrated or brokered the relationship between the CountR folks and sports betting platforms so that they could work together and help us deliver that cashless aspect for a sports betting product. But again, it was received very well at G2E and far surpassed our expectations.
Great to hear that, and of course we believe this is a needed step for the industry, as we are seeing more and more demand from this kind of solutions amid the ongoing pandemic, of course. So and you also mentioned in one of our previous interviews that well, the sports betting, of course, is the fastest growing segment of your business today. And there was an interesting concept, which is that you highlighted, the need for a tighter integration between resort play and sports betting, that is becoming more important in this area. So how do you see this going to work and evolve next year, this tighter integration between what we see as maybe as a traditional land-based casino experience and sports betting, and what is SUZOHAPP, how is SUZOHAPP contributing to this?
Yeah, I think the growth certainly within the casino environment for the sports betting that's growing very quickly. But I also want to point out that the market that's in the other the new, or I should call it the new environment, so bars and restaurants and sports arenas and off-track betting locales. I think that's where we'll see really big growth in terms of numbers of units. But in terms, when you go into a casino and having the retail sports book, that again, it's, sports betting has been somewhat isolated from the rest of the gaming environment in a casino. So that integration with the casino management systems and the ability to take a ticket and move it throughout the property and get capture information on a player, so you can see the total spend from that particular customer within your resort, that'll continue to evolve, and certainly it's a far more complex operation. We're there to support it with the hardware and support our software customers and the casinos in any way they need, and we can broker relationships, but our focus is going to remain on the hardware.
Right. Well, maybe we have covered enough from the sports betting side. Maybe it will be a good idea to have your own year-end assessment of some other topics that we haven't mentioned so far. I'm not sure if there's any other partnerships or markets that you would like to analyze now and how do you plan to move it forward in next year?
Yeah, well, I think a positive sign, and I know we're with the rise of Omicron, COVID, and there's a lot of talk of things shutting down in certain geographic markets, and all of this is, I think we're all tired of it, and it's a little bit scary at the same time, but there's good news out there too. I call the canary in the coal mine is perhaps the gaming manufacturers, the OEMs in gaming, and we certainly have seen an uptick in new projects from those OEMs. So they're designing new games, new products, and looking forward to the future rather than sitting back and waiting to see what happens. I see they're getting on the offense more, and I think that's a really good sign for our industry. So we have to deal with COVID for a while longer, but people are moving forward. There is new investment, and we're excited to be part of it.
Sure. We absolutely agree. And well, we have already mentioned some of the new challenges for the industry in 2022. Maybe if there is any other plans or strategies or expectations for next year and upcoming events that you are already confirmed, you have already confirmed your presence. We know that Ice London had to push back its original traditional February dates to April, and they are about to confirm which date. So maybe how is this affecting your plans, for instance, and what's your approach to this?
Yeah, well, ice being delayed is disappointing, but frankly, we somewhat expected it. I think everybody did. So we'll be ready for whenever ice does eventually happen. We'll be ready and we'll be there. We're also looking at shows. South America looks very attractive, so we want to get engaged with our customers in South America in a stronger way. So we're looking and evaluating events down there, and then we have another 6 events in the U.S. that we're planning for 22 for right now, that we know we'll be at, both on the amusement side and the gaming side. So we're going to stay aggressive with our trade show schedule, and I think 22 is going to be a really good year. I know we have some exciting new things to announce, so I'm not quite ready to announce them today, but 2022 is going to be a big year for SUZOHAPP.
Maybe if I had to maybe provide a summary of 1 or 2 words for 2021 for SUZOHAPP, it would be sports betting terminals focus. Which words would you choose? Of course, I know you can anticipate the core plans, but
I think that sports betting is just going to continue to explode. So we just scratched the surface of it in 21, and 22 is going to be a really big year for us in sports betting. That's going to drive a lot of new business for us.
Yeah, I imagine. Well, Todd, thank you very much. It was great to end the year with these new insights and assessment from you and SUZOHAPP and all the contributions to the gaming industry. And I hope to catch up soon with the new developments, and once the company has more plans and strategies to unveil for our readers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, likewise. Look forward to speaking with you. All right, take care.
Bye-bye.